unto thee this day, and I say you are living in a time when men are so trusting of what it is that they have brought forth. That is, they are trusting in their own understanding, they are trusting in their own works, and I say they are trusting in the darkness of their own evil hearts. And I say they are trusting in that which their hands have made, they are making the same into their idols, their gods. I say they are trusting in that which they imagine, and I say that which they bring forth out of the evil issues of their own wicked deeds. I say this day that idol-loving God never called men to be trusting in vanity, to be trusting in lies, to be trusting in themselves. Yet I say in this wicked, perverse, and vile generation that men are lovers of self more than me. That is, they are loving what it is that their hands have made. They are loving what it is that they have established and brought forth. And I say that they think that their works are more important than what it is that idol-loving God do desire. Therefore I say it is me, the living God, who is vindicating myself upon the very idols that they serve, the very things they worship and adore. That is, the things they have brought forth out of the strength of self shall be rendered helpless and useless before them. For I say it is me, the living God, who is vindicating my wrath upon them and upon the idols that they serve. And it is me, the living God, who is showing unto a wayward, perverse, and vile generation they are not what they think they are. And I say that I do it because I desire that men would be brought low, that they would be humbled, that they would indeed learn to fear me again. That is, that they would learn what it is to walk in the awesome fear of me, to be brought forth in my way. That is, that they would learn what it is to be directed, corrected, and purposed always, for it is me, the living God, who is able. And I say, when men will learn the fear of me, I say they will not be worshiping idols, nor loving the works of their own hands. But I say that they will be seeking to please me, to come forth in me, to walk uprightly in the way that I provide. I say this day that idol-loving God am well able to give unto the ones who look to me the way that is truth, the way that is light, and the way that is mercy. And I say, when the ones who are my people will be ever faithful and true unto me, then I say they are well-pleasing unto me. But I say, when the ones who are declaring that they are mine are behaving worse than the heathen, doing those things that are base and vile before me, I say it is me, the living God, who brings down the same in their idolatry and their adultery, in their transgression against me. And it is me, the living God, who does vindicate myself upon a wicked, perverse, and vile generation. Now stop and consider, when men will worship idols, I say they attribute unto the same power that is not theirs. That is, they make it appear that by their own works, by their own effort, by their own admiration as to how great they are, that indeed they are really great. But I say, if you look at it all in estimate as to how they stand before me, I say they stand as fools. For I say they have turned aside, they have gone a-whoring, they have separated themselves from me. I say this day that idol-loving God never called thee to live in separation from me, but I say that I've called thee to walk uprightly in me. That is, I have called thee to be coming forth made glad, that it is me you are privileged to love, to serve, and obey. I say that I've called thee to be coming forth made glad for the privilege to walk in that which I give thee time and again. For I say it is me, the living God, who will give to thee the way that is blessed and is truth, mercy, life, and peace always. And I say, when you seek to please me, you will be kept in me, for idol-loving God will keep thee always. But I say, when you seek to please your own carnality, when you go a-whoring after the ways of the heathen, when you give yourself to spiritual adultery and idolatry, you are giving yourself to the very lies that will damn your soul. And I say, you are living in a time when multitudes are covered in lies, living in lies, and likewise destroyed in lies. But I say it is because they love to hear the lies, they love to live in imagination, they love to live in that which idol-loving God never ever intended for them. And I say, in the process they estrange themselves from the way that I provide. I say this day that idol-loving God do not call thee to walk afar off, but I say that I call thee to come forth in my way. That is, I call thee to be thankful that you can indeed be uplifted, directed, and guided always by me. I say that I call thee to be thankful that you can indeed be shown the light upon thy path and the truth always. But I say if you are indeed under the covering of this present age, you will be stubborn and proud and rebellious against me. Now stop and consider that I, the living God, do not call my people to walk in foolery, to walk in vanity, to go whoring after the world. Nor do I call my people to take up idols, to bow to the same, and think somehow they get by on me. But I say that I've called my people to walk uprightly, coming forth in the way that I direct, correct, and guide them day after day. For I say, if the ones who are my people will walk circumspectly before me, will seek to be well-pleasing unto me, they will be brought forth in my way. And I say that they will be given the abundance of goodness and mercy, truth and life that I provide. I say this day that I, the living God, do intend that men would keep themselves in me every single day, that they do not need to be under the wrath that I display. For I say that I, the living God, I have always had my wrath stored up, prepared for the wicked. But I say there are times and seasons when I, the living God, do withhold the direct ventilation of that wrath and fury and indignation for a season in order for men to repent. But I say when men will do as they've done in this wicked generation, merely stiffen the neck, turn away from me in contempt, I say that I, the living God, have contempt for them, and I say that I ventilate my wrath in the fullness of fury that it is mounted unto. I say, so it is in these wicked times that I, the living God, do look upon the sons of men and see they are worthy of wrath. For I say, when they seek to do evil continually, when they seek to walk afar off from me, when they seek for that which is foolery and vanity before me, I say they prove they are utter fools. That is, they prove that they are the fools who are taken in the folly of their own understanding and loving it so. And I say, when they are indeed proving how filthy and vile they are before me, then I, the living God, will bring them down. And I say that I will indeed cause men to see how weak and feeble they are, how much they are needy of me, when they have not looked unto me. That is, when they've looked to the vanity, the vexation, the stupidity, the darkness of their own way, then I say that they are overwhelmed in the same. And I say, when they are beaten down in the heap of rubble, that is, their idolatry of their own works, I say, what is it that they find? I say they find that the works they so cherished, the things they made with their hands, and the other things that they brought forth are nothing but vanity before me. That is, because they have chosen other gods and loved it so, I say that I, the living God, am sorely distressed with them. That is, I am discouraged by such an abominable and whorish generation as you are in. I say this day, when men through pride think they may flaunt themselves, think they may behave in ways that are foolish and vain, think they may do as they please, and I, the living God, will be pleased in them, I say they are utter fools. For I say they have taken the way of their transgression, they have taken the way of abomination, and I say they have taken the way of their own destruction. I say, therefore, this day be knowing that I, the living God, do give to men the light they are meant to walk in the same. That is, they are not meant to take the way of fools that will prove to be the damnation of their souls. Now I say, when you look at the foolery, the vanity, the pride, and the rebellion against me that flaunt themselves day by day, I would ask thee, what would you do? That is, if you were in my position, would you wink the eye? Would you act as though it does not matter when more are infected in the plague, the disease day by day? That is, the plague of rebellion, the plague of pride, and the plague of stubbornness against me. I say, if that is not stopped by my wrath revealed, I say that all men will be consumed in the same. I say, therefore, know that it is ultimately my mercy that I, the living God, am causing to be brought low the proud. That is, that I'm causing to be brought low the ones who exalt themselves in pride against me. For I say through me, the living God, that men are meant to be humbled. They are meant to be brought low, that they can indeed cry out unto me. But I say, when you see a wayward, vile, corrupted, and polluted generation, know that it will indeed take the hard blows of my retributive justice to sober them up. For I say, when a nation, a generation, and even worldwide you see men and women so drunken, intoxicated on pride and idolatry, what is it that they bring forth? I say they bring forth the course of their own damnation, their own despair and destruction. I say, therefore, this day be glad that it is me, the living God, that you may keep your focus upon, that you may continue to look to and believe. I say, be thankful that I, the living God, am the one who is ever present to guide thee in my light, to direct thee in my mercy. For I say, if you will indeed be turning from the ways of the wicked, be turning from pride, rebellion, and stubbornness against me, you will be spared from the wrath. But I say, if you are ever flirting with those very things, you are flirting with the course of my wrath revealed upon thee. For I say, there are many who shall be shocked when they find themselves under my wrath, but I say it is because they have been so proud they did not seek their counsel of me. But I say that they sought their counsel of the world and the vanities contained therein. Now I say they will be consumed in wrath. And I say they will shake their heads in sore dismay. They will weep and moan and cry out. But I say, why is it that they are under wrath? I say it is because they refuse to come unto me, to repent before me, to walk in my way. I say there are many who are religious in this wicked generation, who shall receive the wrath likewise. And I say it is because they are merely serving their own works, their own pride, and their rebellion against me. That is, they have made idols of their own endeavors, of their own works, and brought forth the same in pride. And I say all the while, it is because their hearts are hard against me. Now stop and consider that when I, the living God, do humble men and I humble women, it is that they would repent and repent and repent unto me. That is, that they would indeed see the error of their way and thank me and praise me that I've given them the chance to repent. But I say, when men are swollen and bloated on pride, I say they refuse to repent day by day. And I say it is because they have gone in the way of fools, and I say they will likewise be destroyed. I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to be a fool, to live, to die, to perish as a fool, and likewise be damned. But I say that I've called thee to come forth uplifted, rejoicing, that it is me you are privileged to look unto and believe. And I say that I've called thee to be thankful that I give to thee the way that is my truth, my light, my mercy, that you can indeed be rejoicing in me. That is, to be brought forth in the blessedness, truth, life, and strength that I offer unto thee. I say, therefore, this day do not mourn for the wicked, do not mourn for the proud, do not mourn for the rebellious who will be smitten in these days. But I say, instead, be thankful that it is me, the living God, who is setting the record straight once more. That is, that it is me, the living God, who does rule supreme, and it is me that men are meant to worship and bow before. That is, they are not meant to be serving the idols, the works of their own hands, and loving self more than me. And I say they are not meant to be playing the spiritual adulterers against me as they pour themselves unto the world. I say this day that I, the living God, am sending the sobering to a drunken, intoxicated, and exceedingly wicked generation. Therefore I say, be sided with me in all of my judgments, for they are just. And I say, be thankful that I, the living God, will cause the ones who stay true to come forth in me, being kept by me. But I say, the ones who refuse to repent, continuing in alienation from me, will likewise be damned.
Been working throughout the evening trying to get some answers about what happened and why. New tonight at 11, 13 News reporter Alana Otler back in with those new details.